about 50 core areas of investment opportunities, investment niches. We've got properties in the UK, abroad.
And it's an opportunity to grow as a group.
Until we do not understand the opportunities out there and look a little bit more deeper. And it's not for everybody to do that. This is why we've gone away and spent months talking to so many institutes. We have about 50 core areas of investment opportunities, investment niches. We've got properties in the UK, abroad, etc., looking at the different opportunities there are. And our job is to allow that news to go out to people so that they can themselves say, oh, there are options out there. Because we started with the halal mortgage isn't working, or these are the problems, it's too expensive, why should we go the halal way when the haram way is a little bit more easier, or majbooran, we're doing this. We're trying to say, okay, we accept that. We accept these as challenges. We accept these as emotional challenges, financial challenges. They might seem that that's the only other option, but what we're trying to say here now is not really. We've got to be creative. We've got to find solutions that are creative, and that's what's going to allow us to grow. And what most people might not know is that's one of the factors that allows countries to grow, is the technology that they have is the thing that is one of the key determining factors of measuring the growth of that country. Hence now you see in China and with the US with the microchips, there's a fight for that. Why is there a fight for it? Because they know that if they can get to 7 millimeters or whatever millimeters or 4 millimeters, and they're going to compete with the so-called, quote unquote, the superpower of the day. The only way to keep them at bay is not allow them to reach that. And there's investigations going on. How have they created this product, this mobile phone, and it's, from our understanding, it's close, a few millimeters away from where we are. They're gaining ground. And it's that same principle now, isn't it, for us to say we've got to be a little bit more creative. We can't be defeatist in this attitude. We've got to find a cohort of people. It's not for everybody, but we need to find a cohort of people that are brave enough to say, look, these are my faith. This is what my faith requires of me. And I'm going to find great solutions, not only for myself, but for our next generations. Where here in the UK, the language that we're using is all neutralized. Everything that we do as RG Group, everything that we do as RG Advisory, we started with the foundation, right? That you're either my brother in faith or my equal in humanity. When we talk to banks, when we talk to financial institutions, we're not coming in as the other. We're saying, gentlemen, we've got a proposal here. We want to integrate within your communities. We're British. We're going to create a benefit not only for our community, but for the betterment of the wider community, right? So in relation to that, what is your final points in relation to how do we strengthen our faith and how do we be a little bit more creative?
Well, I think, you just the last few points that you touched upon is that we have a lot to offer as a community. And we've shown that, by, our entrepreneurial skills. We've shown that by the ethics that we do live by. And what became a flagship and noticed by communities far and wide was the way we do business. So I think that it's an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to grow as a group. But it has to be that our principles are important, and we should have them at our core and build along that. But it shouldn't come as a way to stop us from doing or engaging with the wider community. Absolutely, there's certain things which will stop us because we are a small community in the sense of our principles. Like vegetarians won't work with certain organizations. Those who are more ethically minded won't work with tobacco companies and things like that. So we are also similar. There are certain industries that we will not work with. There are certain services that we will not engage with. And that's no different to any other smaller group that has principles at its heart, and we have ethical virtues and principles at heart. That aside, though, that doesn't stop us from showing what we can offer. And because that community, which is ethically minded, is growing. You know, the world we live in now, people are a little bit more aware of that, and they're a little bit more keen to bring that into their businesses. So I think there's an opportunity there as well. But in short, there are opportunities there, and as a Muslim community with faith at our center, there are ways that we can support and contribute.